Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 of my Spyro the Dragon Let's Play. That's right. Somehow, I think there were more than 3 people that watched the first part, so I was really happy about that, including my sister. And she said it was a weird choice for me to do this, but she was like, but alas, it was interesting. So the first episode, I basically just talked about Spyro in general and what I wanted this Let's Play series to be. And let me just kill this piece of shit real quick. And basically, I wanted this to be like almost my personal diary, where I talk about random topics that like aren't super in line with things I already talk about with stuff like my radio show and things that I write for work or what have you. Today, I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit in line with what I talk about a lot because it's Star Wars. And if you couldn't tell by the, I said that in the title description of this video, the Star Wars Seesaw. And I don't know, I just thought of that like the other day. And basically what I mean by that is I want to talk about today about Star Wars, and which I think is a franchise that might be trash, I think. Not in quality, but I think that its fan base sucks. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about fandom and how I feel like Star Wars is one of those franchises that kind of just went through this whole thing where people loved it at one point and then now they don't. I don't really understand this, and it happened in such a quick time period. And then just hang out and play some Spyro, So yeah, here's the thing. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like, I enjoy the movies. I enjoy the original trilogy. I'm not going to get into the prequels too much. I mean, they're not good. I think the third one's pretty good, but I think it's pretty much universally agreed that the first 2 are pretty bad. Even though Phantom Menace, though, has like the best scene in all of Star Wars with the ending. I mean, let's just be honest, like it is like the best. But yeah, like those movies are pretty much universally believed to be bad. And then you have the original trilogy, which is pretty golden, although I personally think Return of the Jedi doesn't get as much flack as it might deserve. No, I don't want to get on your damn balloon, you filthy animal. Oh, here's a dragon. And Magnus. Huh. I like that. Oh, ho, easy there, buddy. And basically, yeah, like Return of the Jedi I don't think gets nearly as much flack as it should, to a degree. I still think it's a good movie, but I think it has some weird decisions that it makes that I don't entirely agree with. And then you have the new trilogy and the anthology movies like Rogue One and Solo: A Star Wars Story, and then you have the new trilogy. And basically what got me thinking about talking about Star Wars is how the Super Bowl's coming up this week, and hopefully this gets posted like the Friday before Super Bowl Sunday. And actually, let me see. Where do I want to go? Oh God, you killed bunnies for the Firefly? This game's messed up, man. Look at this cute little guy. Can we just look at this guy? Look at him. I mean, he's not super cute. He looks like he's a bit senile, I have to say. He looks like he's sniffing for another hit, another little bit of cocaine maybe perhaps. But still, it's kind of messed up that I murder this poor rabbit for health. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, little Spark Man just ate a thing. That's a little bit messed up. Spyro the Dragon is if you played this as a kid, it probably implants some horrible ideas in the minds of children. So I just want to throw that out there. But anyway, let's just go and start with the first portal that I saw, which is Dry Canyon. So what was I saying? And basically what got me thinking was, I talked to my friend and I was basically like, what are the odds that they show a trailer for the next Star Wars movie, meaning Episode 9, sequel to The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens? And I was thinking about it, and I saw some reports that said it's not going to happen. I just started thinking to myself where I was like, wow, the hype for the Star Wars movies really took a hit last year. Where I think a lot of people just don't care about the finale of this trilogy, which I think they should. And full disclaimer, I'm pro Last Jedi. I know that's a super contentious subject, and people think it's either the worst movie of all time or the best. I think it's a little bit in between and veering on the side of good. I enjoy that movie. I like what it has to say. And I can honestly spend 3 separate parts talking about that movie. But what I will say is that people, they just don't care, you know what I mean? And that's kind of crazy to think about how nobody's talking about this movie right now. Nobody's talking about Episode 9. And I think that's interesting because, first of all, spoiler alert, if you're one of the 3 people that didn't see The Last Jedi, like, I think there's plenty of interesting things to go over. I think there's this idea that that movie answered every question just because it gave us an answer to who Rey's parents were. Because apparently that's all people cared about, and they don't understand how filmmaking works, so that they'll find interesting things to bring up for the next movie. Because that's what these people do. Shout out J.J. Abrams. I think he's going to do a great job. And... oh, wait. Let me catch Sonic the Hedgehog real quick. Come here, you little rascal. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'm so... This is just stupid. Like, come on. Just, like, give up. Like, do I really have to chase after this? Oh, no. That hurt. Oh, my God. Come back. Come back. There we go. Okay. I got an egg. I still don't know what it's used for either. So as I was saying, let me murder a poor bunny again and steal its soul. And I think that there's plenty of cool answers or questions for the next movie to ask. You know what I mean? And, you know, like, how is the Resistance gonna fight an entire empire when they have, like, 8 people left? Like, I think there's plenty of cool things for that movie to you know, pose as questions. But I really feel like nobody cares, and it's really interesting to me. Because rewind back when, first of all, when Disney first acquired George Lucasfilm, when they purchased it for $80 quadrillion or whatever it was, right? And, you know, people were upset. Myself sort of included. I don't think I super cared. I was just like, whatever, like, this doesn't really matter. And then The Force Awakens comes out. And I think that most people would say that movie is very good. I love that movie. I think it was excellent. And people were super, super excited. Now, some people did complain that it was basically a lot like New Hope, like 2.0, which I think is somewhat unfair because I think that's what people wanted. I think they wanted a return to form. So the movie's not perfect, but a lot of people liked it. It was a nice way to end the year. To come out in December, I remember being super jazzed. I think this is my college. I'm starting college. It's my freshman year. Just a great, like, thing to come out. You know what I mean? For my first year. And then Rogue One comes out the next year, which was at the end of December the next year. And then this was also, not going to get too political, also when Donald Trump was elected as our president. And this movie comes out, and a lot of people kind of attached a sense of, we need this to be good, because a lot of people were upset with the Donald Trump election. That's just, I'm not being political, like, that's just kind of true. A lot of people were upset. And that movie comes out, and a lot of people were really happy that that was, like, the capstone to the year, and that a lot of people were super jazzed about it. Me, personally, I think it's a pretty good movie. I don't think it was this all-time great sci-fi / war movie. I don't think it was, like, the next Saving Private Ryan or anything like that. I just feel like a lot of people overreact to that. And you know, people like it, and it's a good movie. And what I do respect about it, even though I'm a little bit conflicted about how I feel about the movie in total, I do love that they basically just took a throwaway line from A New Hope. Not a throwaway line, but just this tiny little thing about how they had to acquire the plans for it, and then they turned that into a movie. And that's cool. Like, there's a lot of creativity in that I respect. You know what I mean? And there's, okay, is he gonna throw that at me? Throw it, coward! Throw it! Oh, is he just not? Is he gonna try and spank me with it? What is he doing? Alright, yeah, he's dead. Look at me, my 16 lives. But I do like that they took one line that talked about how they got the Death Star plans and made that a movie. Gave us a story that we didn't know we wanted. And then you still, like, all the Star Wars hype is, like, through the roof. People are super excited. I keep doing this, like, break in the flying right there, if you guys can't tell when I'm doing this and go like that. Just because I've been playing, like, the sequels, and you automatically have the unlock of, like, the hover jump at the end of it, so I keep doing that out of instinct. But anyway. So everybody's super excited about Star Wars. They're like, wow, Disney really did save this thing. Or not even save it, they definitely didn't ruin it. They've made it great. Star Wars is back, blah, blah, blah. And all the fans are saying they did it, and Star Wars is the best franchise in the history of the world, and we're awesome. And then The Last Jedi comes out. Now, I told you just full disclaimer, I am pro The Last Jedi. I've talked with people who aren't. I've talked with good people who aren't, and I understand the complaints with them. I've also heard silly takes about The Last Jedi that I really do believe boil down to a lot of people can't stand the idea that their idols, like Luke Skywalker, dare have flaws, you know what I mean? And I don't like bringing this up too much because I think it's a little bit more complicated than that sometimes, but I do think there's a little bit of sexism surrounding Star Wars and why Rey is good at things. And there are fair things you can complain about with that character, but I also think that just fundamentally, these movies, like, there's 3 of them, and I don't think we can totally judge entirely where they're going with that character yet because they might have something else in the next movie, which is what I'm anticipating personally. But I do think there's a layer of sexism that comes with that, where people don't like the idea that she might be decent at things when it showed that she's been living on her own for a while and that she can defend herself. They showed that in the first movie where people tried to like mug her or whatever, and Finn is about to step in and she's fine and she takes care of him. So she's clearly like a scavenger. She can take care of herself. So like they've shown something. And everybody gets mad at that, but they don't mind Luke Skywalker 30 minutes before the assault on the Death Star being told what the Force is for the first time, and then he, removes his targeting system and blows up the Death Star. You know what I mean? Like, he has plenty of moments too. You know what I mean? And I do think there is a layer of sexism that is involved with some of the descent towards Rey's character. But anyway, getting a little bit off track. So then all of a sudden, The Last Jedi comes out, people are pissed, and they said they ruined Star Wars, and of course I'm only talking about the overreactions, not the greater picture of what most people thought. And I think what most people thought was, it was okay. I had problems, but it had its moments. I think a lot of people walked out of that movie going, wow, that throne scene was really cool, but also this was weird. I don't know, it was kind of cool. It was alright. I didn't mind it. I think that's honestly what the reaction for most people were, or was. And where am I supposed to go, by the way? Oh my god. I don't want to return home because I still think, let's see here. Yeah, I still think there's more to claim. Yeah, I have 2 more dragons to free. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, so, yeah, I think that's one of the things that people don't always realize with these movies is that, there are more people just besides the hardcore that see them. And, so that happens, alright? So The Last Jedi happens. And then Solo: A Star Wars Story happens, which comes out, I believe May, like a little, like mid-May of last year. Sorry, I don't have this like in front of me right now. And then, that movie for me is one of my least favorite Star Wars movies because it is so painfully okay. I don't think it is a bad movie. I think it's objectively like a okay movie, but it doesn't take any risks. It is not a lot about Han Solo. It feels like a movie that is just trying to like kind of insert fan service throughout, which is something that I hate. I don't like it when movies do that. I think it's just boring, quite frankly. Not boring, but it's just like you're pandering to fan bases and then the whole ball of yarn. So that movie comes out and I'm just like, it was okay. And also, by the way, just some random quick aside, Donald Glover I do not think was good in that movie, and I think we all just really like Donald Glover, so we didn't really talk about how I don't think he was good in that movie, which is fine. I think we all just love Donald Glover, and I think we were viewing Alden Ehrenreich's performance of Han Solo through such a sharp scope that anything he did we were going to complain about. I mean, I think it was an impossible job for him to do. So that movie comes out, and it doesn't do super well like gangbusters at the box office. It makes less than Rogue One, less than The Last Jedi. Doesn't have quite a vicious reaction to it like The Last Jedi did. But it definitely, I don't think many people love that movie. I think a lot of the super diehard Star Wars fans like that movie, which says a lot because I think that they don't know what good movies are. But anyway. Get out of here, little shit. So that movie comes out, and it doesn't do super well. It does fine. It's not a flop or anything like that. I think it's impossible for a franchise like Star Wars to flop, you know what I mean, on a grand scale. And then, hold on a second. Where am I supposed to go? I'm, lost. This level's weird. Am I supposed to fly on down here? Am I supposed to do that? Or am I going to die? Screw it, let's go. Yep, I'm going to die if I go there. Okay, oh yeah, we have to go up top here, I bet. Let's see. How do I get there? Do I hop on over here and go here? No? Do I hop on this thing? Let me see. And nope. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, that's fine. It's fine. We'll keep figuring it out here as I talk about Star Wars. So yeah, and also another thing is I don't know why Disney didn't just delay Solo. I don't know why it came out in May. I mean, maybe it would have been cute if they released it on May 4th, you know, the whole May the 4th be with you Star Wars Day thing. But it wasn't released on that day. And this is also coming after, like, a little bit after Deadpool 2, I believe, and then Avengers. So my thing is, like, you just had one of the most polarizing movies release in Star Wars history, and then immediately, like, 3 months later, you're going to release another one. I don't know why you didn't just push it back to December, which didn't have too many huge movies. It had some, but nowhere near the level of Star Wars. I don't know why they wouldn't just push that back. Oh, here we go. God, I am stupid. So, you know, they don't push it back. And what's this? Hey! Whoa! Hey! That was such a trap! Oh my god, they killed me. That's the first time I think I've died on this Let's Play. Okay, well, hopefully the first of not many. So what I was saying. There is, with Star Wars, like I was saying, like, I don't know why they didn't just delay that movie and push it to December where there was a clearer schedule and people, like, could get a little bit of a breath of Star Wars. And they don't, and, you know, like I said, so now the hype of Star Wars, this is what I mean by the seesaw, is that I can't believe how quickly people turned against the franchise, and have, like, it's gotten to the point where, you know, a lot of people hate the prequels, and George Lucas is to blame for that, where people want him back. Like, people really just had such, I've never seen a seismic shift quite on this level. And especially when one of the movies, The Last Jedi, was, like, super critically acclaimed. So the disconnect between critics and people who actually watch movies is clearly, like, as strong and fervent as ever. And, you know, I don't really know how this happened. It's pretty remarkable how you can go from, wow, Disney did great by Star Wars, and then go to, I bet I make it, right? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Okay, I made it. Knew I'd make it. Oh, I need a key here? Okay, I bet I have to acquire that somewhere else. So now, you know, where are we? We're in a land where people don't care about Star Wars as much. They're complaining that Disney messed up and that, you know, Kathleen Kennedy messed up and that they need to take a note from Marvel. And first of all, a couple things about that. Marvel, I've talked about this before, where I don't think Marvel is something they should compare Star Wars to. I don't think Star Wars is as annualizable as Marvel. I think the reason for that is because simply the aesthetic of Star Wars is space and bounty hunters and spaceships, while Marvel is about new characters every movie. Most of the time, anyway. It's about, there's a difference between going to see Peter Parker in Homecoming, like, basically want a girl to like him, versus Thor Ragnarok, which is, you know, this hulking, massively powerful character trying to, you know, it's like a buddy cop movie almost, and trying to save his entire race from extinction. Like, it's just completely different kind of movies. I know they share similar, like, vibes and things to them. I know that Marvel movies kind of share, like, this feeling for them, but bottom line is it's different characters. With Star Wars, I know that you can make different characters, but I just think that bottom line is there's something about it being space related, that and starships and all that stuff, where it's just, there's a similarity there, you know what I mean? And it's not quite so apt or appropriate to compare that to Star Wars. Hold on a second, let me just take a sip of water. So I think that's just not fully accurate. And the other thing is, you know, I think that Star Wars is just in this funk, and also I think that it shows how there really is no fandom in nerd culture that isn't capable of being hostile. I thought Star Wars, when Force Awakens and Rogue One came out, I really did think that this was one of the sacred like realms in nerd culture that was going to be safe, and that we were just happy it was back, and people were just so happy. Like, I swear you could feel the happiness with Force Awakens. You know what I mean? Was it the best Star Wars movie? I don't think so. It's one of my favorite, but I think people were just jazzed. I think they were super happy that we got a good Star Wars movie, and they didn't mess it up or anything like that. And now we're at a point where nobody's even talking about it. I feel like I haven't seen a single person talk about, like, fan theories or what's going to happen in the next movie. I feel like there's none of that. You know what I mean? We had a ton of that for first Force Awakens after the first trailer came out. or even before the first trailer came out. Like, who's it going to be about? Is Luke going to be in there? The plot rumors and all that stuff. And there hasn't been anything for this last movie, which is a little concerning. I'm just like shocked by that. And that's why I thought like maybe it would be cool if they revealed the title of Episode 9 at the Super Bowl. And that's the thing I want to talk about is I think fandom in a lot of ways is really destructive. And it can be really dangerous. I mean, Star Wars had like so many bad stories come out about it. And nerd culture, first of all, is just be really misogynistic. It's really sexist in a lot of ways, which I think is one, just because of flat out sexism that exists and kind of permeates throughout a lot of our culture. But also because I think there's this weird like feeling of wanting to keep nerds wanting to keep their kind of culture sacred and it's theirs and nobody else can have it. I think there's that attitude about it. So like I think women a lot of times unfortunately are met with hostility because that's like the stereotype is that they don't like nerd stuff, you know what I mean? Like that's a stereotype. I'm not saying that's true. It's actually definitely not true, although it's definitely not the majority. I would say that when it comes to certain things like video games, like I don't think a lot of girls, if we polled people necessarily that are playing Spyro the Dragon like me on a Thursday night, necessarily believe that or are doing that as much as guys are. But whatever, I don't want to get too much into that. So I think that fandom, just a lot of times, people are going to be upset about anything when it comes to nerd culture or any type of fandom. It could be a sports fan. Like nobody's ever going to be satisfied. Nobody's ever going to like agree on something. It's like a seesaw where it goes one way and then immediately if there's just the slightest bit, if somebody decides to do something different or there's a change in mass of any kind, it just completely goes the other way. And I feel like oftentimes it's just going back and forth. And maybe I don't know how a seesaw works, and maybe I'm using the wrong analogy, the wrong playground instrument analogy. That's just what I feel, man. And I think it's unfortunate, and I think that it's just insane. Like I can't stop saying that. Like it's insane how quickly Star Wars went from being, oh my God, can't wait for The Last Jedi. This is amazing. These movies are like already incredible, and they're gonna be better than the original movies, and all these things and these overreactions. And now we're at a point where nobody seems to care. Nobody's having conversations about these movies, which I guess I kind of get because, you know, Last Jedi did answer a lot of questions. At least we think it answered a lot of questions. But nobody really cares about this final movie. And I think that's a mistake, personally. I think that the last movie is going to be quite good. I think they're going to, in a lot of people's minds, like redeem it. The Last Jedi, even though I don't think there's anything to redeem there. But like I said, I don't want to harp on that too much. Fandom's dangerous, man. And I think people have this idea that Star Wars is like a sacred document, which it is really important. But there are so many other stories out there besides Star Wars to tell that are, quite frankly, can be more interesting. In a lot of ways, I think that people think that Star Wars deserves to be like a masterpiece. Does it? I don't necessarily think so. I think it's great. But I think there's a lot of cooler things out there. I think that Star Trek is vastly superior in a lot of ways to Star Wars, which I don't want to get into like a super conversation about that either, but that's just me. Enzo. That's a weird name. Look at this guy. This guy looks like he went to Coachella. That's what Enzo looks like he did. He looks like he went to Coachella or like Woodstock and just got super stoned. I don't even know. Oh wow. Am I already done with this level? No way. Alright, I'm missing one dragon. Okay. What was I gonna say? So yeah, that's basically the main thing I'm trying to say is, oh, there it is, all the way down there. Nothing seems to be safe, man. And it sucks. Believe me. I hate that we are in a place that just, ooh, how did I get there? Saw a little rocket there. Ah, shit. Can I even... Okay, how do I get up there? Oh, probably just from up there, right? Oh, I broke a chest. Sorry for the mumbling there. Trying to do two things at once here. I think that fandom, a lot of times we have to be careful and not overreact to things. I think people always love to overreact and say things suck or all this stuff, and Last Jedi is a really great example of that, and I think that people don't really get that it's just a movie to a degree, or not that it's just a movie, but it's like Like, just calm down just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be okay. And I just died. R.I.P. Although you would think that Spyro wouldn't die in a little purple lake there. I mean, he is purple after all. I mean, come on. Anyway. I think that, like I said, we have to be careful. We have to realize that... You think I'd make it from here? Let's try it. Whee! Oh, I got it. Alright. I think we have to realize that there are overreactions out there when it comes to fan stuff, and that if you start trying to appeal to, like, this fringe, like, just insane guerrilla, like, reactionary group, that'll become a problem, and that we won't have anything that's fun, really, and that you have to let artists experiment, and you shouldn't freak out. These are people, you know what I mean? Like, we had the... I'm forgetting her name right now, who played Rose in The Last Jedi, who had to delete her Instagram because people were making all these sexist comments, and I'm like, this is horrible. Like, this is just terrible. Like, I can't believe stuff like this happens. You have that one person who made, like, a cut of The Last Jedi, but taking all the women out of it. So, like I said, guys, nerd culture, really problematic. No, nerds can be mean too. It's not just reserved for jocks and whatever other high school group you're thinking about right now. No, nerds can be a bunch of jackasses too. Trust me. Birds of a feather. That's birds of a... That's... I don't know. I feel like they're trying to make a funny pun there. So that's my thing. Let's realize that, you know, you can't appeal to these fringe groups, man. And fandom's really... It's fickle. You know what I mean? I remember in my favorite movie, Independence Day. My favorite movie. Where he goes, you know, isn't it amazing how quickly people can turn against you? And it is amazing. It is. Just a second ago. I mean, just 2 years ago. Think about that. Just 2-ish years ago. And I missed those gems, and I'm mad. I want them. Hold on. Let me get this one, too. You know, just 2-ish years ago, we were talking about, you know, how great Star Wars is and how it's awesome that it's back. And I missed them again because I'm stupid. And how great it is that Star Wars is back. And now, all of a sudden, we're like, I hate Star Wars, and I don't care about it. You know what I mean? It's like... there we go. You know, people can't seem to come to an agreement about anything these days. And Star Wars is an example of how we react to these things with such hostility that we have to, like, relax. I feel like I'm just kind of not mumbling, but just kind of repeating myself at this point. I feel like you guys get the point. This was kind of a focused topic today. I got plenty of fun topics that I'm going to embarrass myself with later, but best believe that. But I'm just trying to, like, 100% this level. I just want to do that, and I'm missing oh my god, I'm missing a lot of gems, actually. Alright, I won't do that. Then, let's just go. I'm just trying to, like, beat through the levels. This is like a casual Let's Play, not a 100%. So yeah, man, I think Star Wars is kind of... It's an interesting spot. It's an interesting spot. They canceled the... Oh, well, not canceled it, but they, like, put the anthology movies on hold. I think they realized that, like, there's a little bit of a Star Wars fatigue. I don't think that's because Last Jedi. I really don't think it's because people think the movie was a disaster. I mean, some people do. I think it's that this franchise isn't nearly as annualizable as people think. I think it's a big universe, but, you know, it's kind of hard. And also, Solo was in a lot of ways really unnecessary. We didn't really need that movie. But hey, you know, it happens. Shit happens. You know, and I do... Okay, what am I doing? Oh, can I blow this up? Oh, wait, yeah, I bet I can. Hold on. See that little red... Yeah! Let's blow this little thing up. Come on. Get him, Spyro. Blow that shit up. Yeah! I like it. Oh, God, I almost just died there. That's sad. We got any more levels, by the way? Ooh, can I blow up this little treasure chest right here? Let's see here. Let's see. Place your bets, folks. Let's see if this works. Oh, cool. So it auto-targets and stuff. Yeah. Awesome. But yeah, guys, like, I just really think that Star Wars is in a weird spot, man. And it's amazing how quickly people turn against it. It really is. It's remarkable. Ooh, what's down there? Alright, wait. You know what? First, though, I need to kill a bunny. Take that out of context. Need to go kill a bunny. All the PETA will be after me. They're freaking weird organization. And I'm wondering, has anybody been following like the just batshit insane stuff that PETA does on Twitter? Because oh my god, like they had like this vegan thing for like sex that they had like I think at the beginning of, or like at the end of last year, like December I mean, where they just posted this really ridiculous thing. Wait, where have I gone? Hold on, just want to make sure. Yeah, Cliff Canyon, Dry Canyon. So I'm assuming I go down here. All right, what do we got here? Ice Cavern. Ooh. Maybe we're gonna finish this level. Maybe like a level or two more, and then we'll call it a sort of day. But you know, I don't know what else to say, guys. I don't know what else to say about Star Wars. I'm kind of tired of talking about Star Wars. Like I said, I don't want to make this like Let's Play series too entertainment related all the time, unless like it really calls for it. I want to make it more about me personally and just how I view like really broad topics. That's what I want to do because it's easier to talk about broader topics. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope people like this. If they don't, you know, it's whatever. Oh my god, I just got a ow. Oh crap. Ladies and gentlemen, I just got a sharp jolt in my back like somebody poked me. And I am shook right now. Oh my god, that was horrifying. That was weird. I'm gonna like move my chair up. Ooh god. Alright, I may or may not have had a back spasm. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not. I'm told those are really painful. Okay, that was scary, guys. That was really weird. If anybody made it this far, then I'm sorry for freaking you out that I almost died. Or maybe you enjoyed the comedy bit of it. I'll do anything for the bit. That's for sure. I'll do anything for the bit. But yeah, I'm just transition and talk about regular stuff. Second week of school, going all right. Got a lot of work to do. Look at this guy.
Wait until you grow big.
What is he saying?
Before charging those large enemies.
Oh, those large enemies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at this guy. He smokes like 80 packs a day, probably. Or what's the Viking, or what's the dragon equivalent of like cigarettes? Would it still be cigarettes? And what would they be doing? What would dragons be doing? What would their cigarettes be? Okay, that hurt. I wonder. Huh. It's a fun little post question. Let's see here. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Yeah, I keep thinking of Indiana Jones when I'm playing these games. I don't know. It's just got like a ruins. I think it's the gems. Yeah, it's the gems and the idea of treasure. That's probably what does it for me. Okay, yeah. Alright, so this level's very straightforward so far. Eat 'em. Wait, what did I just murder? Hold on, I want to see. I like seeing what like creatures are sacrificed to Lord Spyro here. I like to see. Is another one around here? No? That sucks. But yeah, school's doing alright. It's been cold. Speaking of cold, yeah, haha. Yeah, it's been really cold, for sure. I hope everybody's doing all right out there, because I don't want anyone like freezing to death or anything like that. It was cold today. It was like 2 degrees where I was, and that was really not that fun. But thank God I have this amazing jacket that my mom got me for Christmas like 2 years ago that I still use, and it is basically like an Iron Man armor. You know, it really is. It's like the Mark 45. It's amazing. It makes me feel like I can take on the world. Let's see, Todor. What's Todor got to say? Oh, this guy. Oh, let's see. Oh, I thought he had glasses on. I thought he had like glasses on like it was the 70s and he was discoing or something. Damn, Spyro just said, okay, let's see where we go here. Da-da-da. Alright, maybe I can go back around here. Yeah, probably. And then I have to make that jump. Yeah, there we go. Ah, man. And I like actually playing this game in comparison to the sequel with Year of the Dragon and Ripto's Rage. Like, it's just interesting. Like, this game is a lot more simplified, it feels like, than those. You know? This one doesn't have, like, a hub. I mean, it has mini hub worlds, I guess, but I don't know. It's just a lot more simplified. There's more of a story, I think. This game's story is just told through that opening cutscene and, like, talking to the dragons every once in a while. Ow! You mother... Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Damn. I wonder... I forgot if in this game you get the different types of breath, like the shock breath, Or is that just in the sequels? I wonder. I hope it's not just in sequels. I want to have some little shocky breath or bubble breath and toxic. I forgot what other kind of breath powers Spyro has. Maybe you don't even unlock anything in this game. I don't remember. And I don't want to look it up. I just kind of want to have like natural reactions to all this. That's the idea. Do. Okay. Alright. Let me fuck this guy up real quick. You're dead. You're dead. Damn, I have so many lives. It would be amazing if, like, at the end of this game, it gets absurdly hard and thank the Lord I have, like, a lot of lives. Okay. Andor. Ah, take away the A and put it with an E, you have Endor. From Star Wars. Get it, guys? God, I suck. Yeah, I ran out of what to talk about. I don't know, I was thinking about what to talk about today, and I guess I thought this would be an interesting topic, and I feel like it would have been better if I had someone else for back and forth, but oh well. Can I make this? Let's see. Is there a higher place? Okay, we can get up there, it looks like. Well, let me go back then. Let's see here. Was there a place right over here? No. Hold on, let me just check. I feel like I missed something. No. Okay, we're good. I don't know if I can make that jump to that key. Can I? Let's see. No, probably not. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, no. Okay, if I had the boost jump thing, I probably could. Let's see here. So I gotta figure out a way to get... Oh, wait. I bet if I can get up there. Can I? Ugh, no. Okay. God, I mean, Spyro is just a mass murderer. Like, I get it. Like, everybody froze your... Like, the dude froze your people, but I mean, damn. Hello there. That was a miss. What do you think, your Buddy the Elf? You think you could hit me with that? Alright. Asher. Okay, that name has been used before, hasn't it? Oh, this guy. This guy, he's fun after work, I think. This guy's cool in the after hours. I think he's the type that invites everybody to drinks and nobody expects it. That's what I should do. I'm gonna like start explaining what every dragon type is like, just based on their name and what they look like. Alright, would you stop flexing? Like, I'd take you down with one breath of fire. Jesus. Actually, now that I think about it, it's like, yeah. One breath of fire is not exactly a simple, like, thing to go through. It's not like I said punch. Here we go. Let's see. Where are we going around here? Huh. Okay, so there's a way up there. Interesting. Did I get all the dragons? No, I'm missing one. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, no, we are not returning home. We are saving all of our brothers and sisters. Oh, something over there? Yep. Okay. Oh, can I make... Let me see. No, I can't make that from here. Alright, so there's probably something cool we could do over here. Charge! Yeah, you're done. That is a miss, sir. So, alright, so sorry everybody that I don't have anything more to talk about. There really is nothing more to talk about. I think for my next part, I don't know, what can I embarrass myself with next? I'm trying to think. Like, what can I embarrass myself with? Maybe whoever reads this, like, I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but, like, put in the comments if you have anything. If, like, I know some, like, my friend Anthony DeGeneiro, like, comments on the first one, which is nice. Shout out to my dude, if you're watching. Or I'll just put in the description and, like, comment if anybody has anything they want me to talk about. And nothing, like, too specific, like, broad, super broad topics. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be, like, what I think of immigration. I don't know. Maybe not that. Maybe not that. Maybe nothing too, like, contentious. I'd rather the contentious topics be just something that I willingly decide to do myself. But, I don't know, just anything. Could be girls, could be music. I don't talk about music a lot. Could be school, if you want me to really deep dive into my school life. Maybe I'll talk about middle school next week. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could talk about, man. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited for the Super Bowl, too. Hope the Rams win. I hate the Patriots, and I hate this BS that they're trying to pull, that they're like the underdogs and everybody counted them out. Nobody counted you out, assholes, alright? Stop. You know what I mean? Like, just enough. I've had enough of the Patriots. Nobody's going to be happy. I think they're going to win. I think there's a potential that they rout the rams, honestly. It's just, I can feel it. Oh, God. Okay, I thought that was an enemy. So I'm killing bats. Alright, maybe that might make Bruce Wayne upset, but it's not the worst thing I've murdered for health so far. So I got the last dragon, and honestly, let's just call it with that. Let's just leave. Like, I'm out. I'm not trying to do like 100% completion. Just trying to, you know, beat this real quick. We out here. Look at Spyro. I mean, he's like a little cutie. Look at him. Yee! You know what I mean? Like, he's a little cutie guy. Look at him doing the But yeah, guys, if you've, you know, read up to this part, or I'm just, you know what, not even if you watched up to this part, read up to this part, just, yeah, like, if you want to leave a comment for something you think would be fun to hear me talk about, something not super entertainment related, and for anybody who knows anything about what I do, you know, preferably not something that I've already kind of talked about. Like, I don't want to talk about, like, my favorite Marvel movies, per se. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. Because I want to make it, like, a little bit more personal. And, like, I've talked about my favorite Marvel movies before. I've talked about Spider-Man a lot before. You know what I mean? Like, just everyday topics for people. You know? Things I haven't talked about before. Like I said, like girls, music, middle school, which I really think I might do next week. Playground games. You know what I mean? Like, the good old-fashioned playground games. Nostalgia in general. All those type of things. I'd be more than willing to talk about. But, yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Now, I think I'm gonna end it here, just because I forgot to start the timer, and I don't know how like I said, I don't remember how long everything takes in this game. I'm assuming that I probably have to go around this way. Let's see here. I think I have to go around this way. What's this? Dr. Shemp. Okay, Dr. Shemp. I believe this was not here before. Yeah, I don't think this was here before. So yeah, next time, guys, we're gonna face Dr. Shemp. We're going to kick his ass. Kick ass, take names, whatever. And we're going to talk about something else. I don't know what it's going to be, though. It's definitely something a little bit more personal and not Star Wars and how fandom sucks and how crazy it is that we hate Star Wars now. You know, hopefully the Rams win. Go Rams. Looking forward to the Super Bowl. Don't know what I'm going to be doing for it just yet. That should be interesting. Maybe I'll talk about that next week, too. I don't know, guys. I'm really terrible at this. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself and it's gotten a little bit monotonous, but whatever. I'm new to it, you know? And I am tired, so I'm going to go eat some food and probably sleep for another 28 hours. And until then, guys, you've been watching my Let's Play for Spyro the Dragon. And yeah, check out the rest of my channel, by the way. And if you want to listen to the archive of my show. My show's every Monday from 10 to 1. You know, if you've stumbled upon my channel before, you probably already know that. But yeah, thanks, guys. Stay tuned next week for part 3, and as I take down Dr. Shemp and Spyro the Dragon. I'll see you later. Peace.